U.S. tariffs on steel and aluminum imports is a policy choice that promises protection but delivers disproportionate harm. At its core, this approach seeks to bolster domestic metal industries, yet the evidence suggests it exacts a large toll on the broader economic landscape. The initial tariffs, enacted in 2018 and now expanded this year, have delivered a modest gain to steel employment. According to U.S. Department of Commerce figures, employment in steel production rose by roughly 1,000 jobs between March 2018 and November 2019. It's a gain often cited as evidence of success. Yet this narrow achievement pales beside the broader cost. Research by U.S. economists Lydia Cox of the University of Wisconsin-Madison and K.D. Russ of the University of California, Davis estimates that by mid-2019, the tariffs on steel and aluminum were associated with a 0.6% reduction in manufacturing employment, translating to approximately 75,000 jobs foregone.
The way I like to think about tariffs is that they're a very blunt policy instrument. They have maybe some potential benefits for the industries that are being protected, but they create a lot of collateral damage along the way, which is why economists often kind of warn against their broad-based use.
This ratio, 1,000 jobs created versus 75,000 sacrificed, reveals an asymmetric trade-off that challenges the efficacy of the policy. This disparity underscores a fundamental tension. Protectionism, though well-intentioned, often yields outcomes that undermine the very prosperity it aims to secure. The United States imports an estimated 85% of its primary aluminum and 15% of its steel, with Canada and Mexico as pivotal suppliers. The latest tariffs, with no exemptions, strain these relationships, risking retaliatory measures similar to those seen in 2018. A recent report by Morgan Stanley highlights how past retaliatory tariffs curbed U.S. exports by raising costs for firms reliant on tariffed intermediate goods. Industries dependent on steel and aluminum employ millions, 12 million by some estimates, with nearly 2 million in steel-intensive sectors such as auto parts and machinery manufacturing. The 2018 to 2019 experience chronicled in Morgan Stanley's analysis demonstrated a lagged but persistent decline in manufacturing output and payrolls as tariffs took hold. The Federal Reserve's July 2019 Teal Book highlighted trade policy uncertainty as a drag on business investment. For every steel job created, the loss of 75 others in downstream sectors suggests a policy that prioritizes a single industry over the collective vitality of the U.S. manufacturing ecosystem.
Every time an auto part moves, it gets tariffed. That's why there are estimates by Anderson, a consulting firm, that the price will go up maybe $8,000 to $9,000 for an SUV. So what you have is the North American car industry is now going to be discriminated against, and now we're shooting ourselves in the foot.
The latest iteration, with its broader scope and no exemptions, promises to amplify these effects.